Seattle Connected, the show that connects you, the viewers, with entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community. We're letting you know who they are before they become household names, which we know they soon will be. Today's guest, yes, she's here to capture all those beautiful, wonderful, precious moments. See, her job is to bring out the best in your photos because she puts her work into everything she does, her heart, her soul, because she's one of the people. She's not just doing this for the money. She's about the love and the creativity that goes behind the job. She is the photographer that is out to make sure that your picture isn't worth 1,000 words. It's worth 1,000,000, even on a bad day, because she got it like that. Please welcome my friend, my guest. Go. We were supposed to say it at the same time. Come on.
Oh, introduce myself. Okay.
There you go.
I'm Brit. I'm BadBritBrit.
BritBrit.
You heard him.
Yes. How was the intro?
It was great.
Was it all right?
Oh,
I always have to ask my guests.
I think it was great. I think it was great.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you really I've never had anybody interest me before.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It shouldn't be man. Come on. It's not going to be the last time. You're about to be a star after this. Trust me.
I already am, but
Oh. Well,
I'm
even
a little nervous.
Star.
I'm a quiet star. Quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Well, thank you for showing up.
Well, I do what I can.
Yeah, I like the fit, man.
Thank you. I tried.
What?
You want to hear the sauce?
Okay.
The sweater's only $1. Shirt was only $1.
Are you serious?
The pants were only $20.
What?
I'm the queen of thrifting. Yep. People don't know, but they think I'm like out here. Yep. I like to just make sure I get by, you know.
Okay. What about the shoes?
$20.
Okay. So $42 outfit?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Jewelry? $20. I don't
What?
care. I'm not ashamed. Well, this was a little. I got that ring in Vegas, but
Yeah.
that's my little dime piece. But that's my good luck charm. So.
Okay. It's like that's a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do it. Well, yeah. Thank you for showing up. And man, let's just jump right into it.
Let's get it. Let's get going.
Brit. So, are you born and raised in Washington, or where are you from?
Yes, I grew up in Spokane
Okay.
for about roughly 5 years.
Yeah.
And then my mom and my dad moved over to Everett military base. I used to switch military bases. And then I grew up there, grew up north, moved to Seattle about 2 years ago.
Okay. How did you like growing up on a military base?
You know, it's pretty, I think that's probably why I am so animated, because I was pretty much by myself. I was the only child for a while, so it's kind of just, I think I was just shooting the breeze as a kid, but there wasn't really kids.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, you don't really know anyone on the base as a child. I'm not going to go knock on a door.
Right.
But it was interesting. I think my mom just kind of spoiled me, just at home with my mom all the time.
Okay. Shout out to her.
Yeah. Love my mom.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. She said spoiled. Yeah. That's awesome. So where was the base at?
Which the one, McCord? Is that the one in Spokane?
Yeah.
Yeah, McCord, and I forgot the one in Spokane. That's Fairfield. Fairfield.
Okay.
So the one in Spokane's Fairfield, and then McCord is over in Everett, like North Everett.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. After that, they kind of retired. More
Okay.
kids, let it go, you know.
Right. So after that, Spokane, and then you've been up here in Seattle for 2 years?
Yeah, I lived up in Everett and Mukilteo area for a while.
Okay.
School, my mom wanted me to get a really good education, and the school I went to is like pretty good, so.
Yeah. And that's why you turned out to be the success story that...
You know what? You said it.
Come on now.
Like...
Come on. Don't be too humble. That's what's up. So, Brit, what's up with this photography thing? Like, you gotta, hey, listen, we gotta go into it. Like, you gotta tell me, when did it become more than just a hobby?
Honestly, I had a teacher in high school that started a film class. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But he was pretty mean. He was a pretty mean guy. Yeah. So he would be, you know, kind of, you're not doing good. And he had his favorites. So I felt like I never got my grip on film. But I loved photography. I think photography is like something that you can really personalize. Nobody can shoot like anybody else. I don't think anybody shoots the same. I think you can try to emulate as much as you want, but it's never going to be, oh, that looks like her photo. It's never going to be that unless you're editing. Maybe the edit. Right? Yeah. But I think that he brought out a side of me that was like, something about photography is unique, but he made it like a competitive thing to me. Because I was like, I know I'm just as good as them. They're just seniors, right? I'm a freshman that wants to be as good as them. Okay. And so I feel like after high school, I kind of fell off, but I always wanted to be in journalism. So I got back into photography in a way of, well, I'm going to capture journalism in a photo. I don't want to speak. I don't want to lie. I don't want to do the news. But I love that you can make that so emotional. The photos they do take for the news. You can look at them and you're like, oh, you know what they're going through. But you don't need to necessarily speak. And I love to talk, but I don't think that's what I want my career to be. I want it to be, oh, I know that's her photo.
Yeah. And I like that you said, every photographer kind of, they kind of have their own style, their own way of shooting. And I think a lot of people they overlook that, because you can take 20 people and you can tell them, shoot me like this. This is what I'm looking for. And you'll have 20 different styles.
Exactly.
So I think it's really important to find a photographer that you trust to kind of bring out like what you're looking for and maybe add on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm going to bring out the best. They want this. Well, how about we collaborate and work on these ideas together?
Exactly.
Because there's some people who just pick up a camera and they just shoot like, it's a chore. Like, I don't want to do this. Here you go. And you're like, I paid for what? Are you serious? And then there's some you're like, damn.
Yep.
And I got all that for that.
Yep.
And that's the one you want to pass, your card to them, because I think it's really important, because these are precious moments we're talking about. So, if I'm spending my time and money, I want to make sure that this is done right, because I can't go and redo a wedding.
Thank you.
If the pictures don't come out.
Oh, no.
Right.
It's game over.
Oh, man. Right.
You are fired.
Exactly.
Everybody will know. Do not let her shoot your wedding.
Yeah. You're like, oh, what'd you remember about the wedding? Yeah, the pictures sucked.
They don't even care about the fact you're married now. I thought you were happy to be together.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
They capture it bad.
Man, I'm telling you.
Oh, it's the worst. I've had it. I've been at weddings where I wasn't the lead and I became lead because they were like, I don't care. I don't like that person shooting. And I'm like, you haven't seen the work. They're like, I just don't like how they're directing, like you said. I don't even like how because they're taking it like it's a chore. Can you guys just move? And it's like, why are you frustrated? You're supposed to be like happy to be.
Yeah.
So I usually come around and I'm like, you're good. Just relax. I'm a very relaxed shooter. Like, do your thing. Please do it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Without making it awkward or overdoing it.
Because they need that energy too. You don't want to work with someone and then they're tense and then you're tense and you're supposed to be enjoying yourself.
Thank you.
And then it comes out in the pictures.
But that's the chore you're talking about.
Come on.
They get annoyed because they're mad the party or the client wasn't maybe as up as they expected. So they're, well, your energy wasn't where I thought it was going to. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you had a horrible day. I'm going to make you look like you're the best day of your life.
Come on.
So I don't agree with that, but I do agree that you're right. A lot of photographers do start to, once they get into a certain field or direction, they're like, they lose that love. And that's what I won't do. I won't allow myself to get there. If I have a day where I'm not ready to shoot, I will openly communicate, but it's also like, I'm not canceling, but it's a, hey, okay, so I might have to ask a little more questions because I'm not fully present, but I need you to be ready for this shoot. So I'm still going to make sure you're ready.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I can control my attitude, but I'm never going to put that on the client. I want them to still feel like they have fully control to speak what they need to get done.
Say that again, Brit. Say, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Like
1,000%.
Yeah, with confidence. I do. Check out the outfit. Come on. Less than $50. That's a skill right there.
I know what I'm doing.
Man, so what type of things have you shot? Are you more of wherever someone needs you, or do you have like, you like to do more nature shots or family photos? Like what, not what's your style, but what do you kind of lean more into as far as like, type of photography, events, or what would you say you've done the most of?
I love music. Concerts.
Okay.
I love music. Like I like will cry to a song and not be ashamed. I love music, but I think also events will get me because I love music, so I'll be in that environment. But I'm trying to, I don't want to be established as a club shooter, and so sometimes it kind of that gray area of like, okay, I'm shooting too many clubs this week. I need to like pull back, do an event that's like more organic.
Not pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah, not just like, oh, I'm in a club all the time. Like, oh, you're a club rat. No, I'm not, you guys. I really don't like the club.
Yeah, you're like, I'm working.
Yes, like I tell people this. I get there literally at 11:30, leave at 12:30, 1 o'clock, and they're thinking, oh, you were in here. I was not dancing. I was dancing near you for a shot, but I'm not dancing.
Right.
But concerts.
Yeah, concerts. Okay. So
concerts.
Have you done any concerts that we might be familiar with, or is it more indie artist or?
No, I mean, I've done pretty major concerts.
Okay.
I shot.
Speak on it. Come on.
I shot, like, I'm trying to think my very first one. It's funny because my very first one, it's actually a really fun story. I got to shoot Sabrina Claudio about 5 years ago, 2018. And I was so excited because our manager wrote me back. I'm like, yes. Every picture was bad. Every picture. It was my first concert. Every single picture didn't turn out. And I remember like sitting there going, I am not meant for this. Like I had the most horrible conversation with myself. I thought I would never shoot again. They were all bad. And I remember the guy I was next to posted his about an hour later, beautiful shots. I was like, I'm never going to shoot. Like look at those. And we were in the same room. They're going to know. You know, we were together because we were the only two shooters on the list. Yeah. So I remember just having a really tough conversation. I started shooting other stuff, started researching. I came back to another concert, and I remember, I think it was Wale. I was like, oh, okay. I started to get a little grip on the lighting. I started to feel a little bit better. And then I think I went to, what was his name? Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking. It's so funny. Not Bino.
Okay.
Bino. I got to go to Bino, and that was like one of my like, okay, like I felt established. I felt like I did it. I had the shots, the color was there. And then from there, it's just, I built the connection just naturally. Like I'm a very old school person. Like I look very young, but I'm very old. So I do stuff opposite of anything anyone in this city does. I already know I do because they've reached out to me asking for that guidance. And I'm like, I didn't get guidance.
Yeah.
This is this is really from the ground, but it's not like the ground up thing. It's our legit, it's stuff you guys won't do. Because I've given that advice, like, do this. I don't want to lose my reputation. You lose it, and then you really build it back with your work.
Okay.
So it's like, you might have a moment where someone's like, you're bugging me. But then you show them your work, and they're like, well, you bug for the right reasons.
There you go.
So I've gotten to be able to shoot Future. I shot Future at the beginning of February, and I think from there, it just kind of kept catapulting on. I shot Lil Baby. That was pretty cool. Glorilla was there. Like all these people that like I don't think I expected to be shooting that stuff. But now Vegas, it's like another show, another big artist. So it's like, it's really cool that like the stuff keeps working.
Right.
But yet nobody tells me it works. I'm the one story I think people will tell me, oh, that's not going to work. Or that's weird. You're doing too much. Okay. Yeah. Do the most. You win.
I like that. That's dope. And you building up a nice resume.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And not be just the show and club photographer, because I know you can do so much more. You're like, look, there's many sides to me. Have you done work with like any, I guess you'd say, nonprofits or like any like local events? You know the Double Dutch Divas?
No.
Have you heard of them? What?
No.
You got, listen, they do, come on, they do a ton of community outreach. They're dope. They do work in the Seattle public schools, and they're really big on, you know, just embracing, you know, each other, positive female energy as well as males, and you know, just bringing the community together. You gotta hook them up, man.
No, I mean, Double Dutch. I love it.
Hey, come on, man. What?
Let me get that little action.
Yeah, no, you need to work with them. I think you could do some dope work with them.
I'd love to.
Shout out to the Double Dutch Divas, Angie, the rest of the crew. Man, you guys putting in work. And come back to Seattle Connected. Sorry, shout out. But no, you guys would be dope. And I think that would be, you know, awesome to also show kids that what you do, I mean, that's an option as well. You know, so many times in school, we're told, you know, be a doctor, be a lawyer, you're a fireman, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, yo, what you do is a living. That's you know, that's a talent. That's a gift. You know, not only does it pay well, but it pays when you see how much people appreciate the hard work and effort and time that you put into, you know, what you did for them. So
Exactly. I agree. No, I worked with Converge.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with them here and there. They've given me actually more nonprofit. I have done a couple events. I did this children's hospital. They did like an event over with the mayor. It was over at it was just like a parking lot. Yeah. But that was pretty cool. I mean, that was pretty dope. I got to shoot some pretty like calm people, but it was the same, like what you're saying, nonprofit. They're just there to help. And it was pretty cool to feel like I was a part of that.
Okay.
And then I shot at a community center for them that same day. That was pretty cool.
Dope.
So I think, coming into that stuff makes me feel good because they're telling me like, you know, you're capturing moments. I'm like, that's what I want. I don't want it to look like it's just an event. I want it to look like you should have been here.
Yeah. Converge. Who'd you work with?
Converge Media is Besa.
I know.
Yeah.
Who'd you work with?
Besa was there at one of the events, but they didn't have me working with anybody specifically. I was just shooting behind the scenes. I typically shoot behind the scenes for them.
Yeah, I just did something with them this past weekend. So check that out.
Yeah, they're out here.
Listen,
I know you're out here though. You're so sweet. You're interviewing me, but you got to get interviewed soon.
Nah, please.
I'm sorry, you're out here.
Put that out there.
Everybody's saying you're out here.
Come on.
So somebody needs to interview Mr. David.
I'm trying to do this for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here, but there's a reason behind it. Like you were saying, kind of like the club thing. Like, I'm out here and I'm literally working. Like, I posted something a couple weeks ago. You know, I was in the studio and it wasn't like I was working on my own music, which I do. So on all streaming platforms, Rain DJ.
Told you.
Okay. But no, I was actually working on something that is for another project. That's for another project. So, you know, the pieces kind of fit together, what I'm trying to do, and connect you with someone else who can connect them, and so on and
we
so
all
forth.
Just share. We all share the
Come
love.
on,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
You know what? Not to get off track, but going back to when you were saying about, you know, these moments, and what was one of the most memorable things that you can take with you from, you know, shooting, like a compliment someone gave you, an idea you had that you didn't think that would work and it turned out amazing, even someone just, you know, tearing up for a picture that you know, like, what was a moment where you was like, yeah, this is real. This is me.
I recently got asked to shoot a funeral, actually. And I think that hit home a little bit for me.
Yeah.
I've never had anyone pass away personally, but I think that was like, oh, okay. So you think I'm emotional enough to shoot. Like, my friend actually recommended me to her family to do it, but it was one of those like, okay, like, you see me in that way. Like, even though, yes, club, concert, anything you can name, but yet you saw me in that moment to shoot, you know, for your family's funeral. So I felt really cool for that, because her mom was really happy.
Yeah.
So I did feel really special doing that, because I was really thrown off when I was doing it, and she was laughing like, oh, you don't look like you're into it, but it's like, I'm so used to just clicking. So to be in that moment, like actually shoot a person who's passed away, you know, rest in peace. It was different. Yeah. I was like, I'm really shooting someone who's passed away, because I'm so used to just clicking, but I had to really focus.
Do you have a favorite photo that you've taken? Like that you have framed yourself, whether it's of a friend, a family member, a client that you have framed, and you walk by and you look at it like, yeah, there's a photo I shot in high school. I still have it on my wall. I've shot it in high school. It was this girl. She was always like older than me, so she was kind of mean, but I was like, please, like, you're a cheerleader, and she could do like the splits in the air, like jump up, you know? Okay. So I was like, it was my first, like, I think film camera, and it actually turned out perfect. And I still have it posted. I've never printed anything since then, but that was one of the only photos that's been up in every room, every apartment I've ever moved to. That's funny.
Because it was captured.
Yes. You said you were or she was mean.
She was so mean, but she loved that picture.
Well, I was going to say, I was like, come on, Brit, you going to say, I put the camera down one day.
No, she loved that picture. She was like, you're so goofy, but that's a good picture.
Yeah. And you was like, well, thank you.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Even if I think that took away the emotion for me. Like, even if people may not feel you, they'll know your work. Always. Nobody can ever say that they might not like me or might not like what they've heard. I don't really care. But they can never say like, okay, well, I can't, dang it. I've had people tell me, like, unhire me, see me, go, hey, can you, are you, oh, what's up? Oh, you've been hearing, you're the one who told me I wasn't producing what you need. Okay. Like, it's not even like an arrogant way. It's just okay. Because I'm one of those people, I don't ever turn my back. I'm always, nothing happens on accident. So that's you telling me you're done, that's fine, you're done. I'm going to get better. Now that I'm better, you need me again. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Because I didn't ask to come back. Yep. Ever. Yeah. I will speak exactly what I say to people that might know them, and they're like, oh, you're letting people know what we did. I'm like, no, they ask. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not shooting no longer because you don't need me anymore. That's okay. It's not I don't have anything against the person. Right. And so then when it comes around, it's, oh, she really just wanted to be respected. Yeah. Because I'm actually good. So. Yeah. And you deserve respect regardless. Yeah. Exactly. Even if someone doesn't want to work with you again, there still needs to be that communication. Like, thank you for your services. I'm going to, go with someone else, or I'll let you know. But, you don't have to be a jerk to tell somebody, you really didn't capture my vision.
you know, at the same time, I mean, you might not be the right fit for this person, but these 50 other people might be like, oh my God, where have you been?
Thank you. And I'm open to those conversations, but not having those doesn't help. So
you know, it's just as long as the respect's there.
Thank
I think
you.
It's,
exactly.
You know, as long as the respect's there.
Exactly.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
Don't step on me to get. Don't step over me to get above me.
Come on.
You know,
you don't have to do that.
Don't have to.
You don't.
We can
have
work
to
together.
do that.
Even if we don't work together, I know that you're. You know what? That's Brit. She's good. I might not work with her, but I know she's good. We're good.
Or your style might fit someone that they know. You know, it might not be for me right now, but
exactly.
You know, what I was gonna ask you was, do you work with a team of people? Because you have so much energy, you have so many ideas, and I know you're just like so much you want to say. Do you like primarily work by yourself, or you have a team of people, or are you just in the zone like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sign for this, I got this, I'm gonna edit this,
I'm Brit. I'm the team. I will always tell people there's a team behind me. I will always stand on that as tall as I can, and people always ask, how many people? I'm a team.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta worry about.
Team
I have
Brit.
Like you said, how many ideas I have, how many people are in my head. Cool. Oh, you're crazy. No, I have a team.
Team Brit.
Somebody has to do it. So I think it's just one of those things. Like, I think I'll come to a point in life, yes, I want to have, like, you know, my assistants and stuff like that, but I'm also like, it's really hard. Like, I'm one of those people, it's very hard for people to see the vision God gave you. I will stand on that, and I cannot emphasize enough how hard that is to explain.
Would you say that that's different than being someone who's a control freak?
Not at all.
Because you know, there's people out there.
Oh,
some people just, you know, even if they're 100%, 1,000,000% wrong, they still want to be in control, and you're just watching.
Oh, no. I've seen people's work. I'm like, I wish you would be on my team. Like, I wish I could work with you. I wish I could work with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're good.
Okay.
You make this like simple. Like, there's guys I grew up with that I didn't even know were photographers. One guy I went to church with when I was like 19, he played soccer. That's all I knew about the guy. Played soccer. He's really quiet, really nice guy. We talk every now and then. I went on Instagram about a year ago and I said, 11,000 followers and you're shooting in London and Africa. What? Didn't even know. He literally posted, I started shooting photos about 2 years ago. I'm like, no, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kidding. I'm like, I'm on my way. No, you're doing exactly what. And these are like remote islands, remote deserts. These guys shooting 2 people in the middle of a desert. Looks like a commercial shoot for any magazine you could think of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so it's like, that's people. And he's the same way though, by himself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's like you want that, but it's like, it's so hard to get those people together. You know
I know
that.
What you're saying.
It's hard to get those people together. The ones that want to be individual, that want to come. It's hard.
Yeah.
So we're not control freaks, but it's like, how can I tell you what I'm doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Dr. Dre say that one time. He said, I'm not a control freak. I just know what I want.
That's really, and people that get me know.
And I know, right.
That's it. I don't want to explain that. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And I'm not mad at you. I don't care, but I need to know that if I give you a camera and I say, hey, like my friend, if I told her to come, can you shoot BTS? I don't have to tell her how to shoot.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what I want to look like on the camera.
Yeah.
She helped me pick my outfit. Like, I legit know who I can bring to certain things that I'm not going to have to worry about anything with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just like you have friends or family that you would refer for a job, and then there's some you're like, nah. But
be careful. Like, do it, but be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
It's just reality. I mean,
come on.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want my name's on the line. I recommended them.
Preach.
Like you.
Hey.
Tigges recommended me. I could have not showed up at all.
Yeah, shout out to her. Working on some stuff.
I know you are.
Yeah, it's my
Love
team.
that girl.
We got this. So, do you ever see yourself being like a teacher? Because I think the way that you come across, you seem really approachable. And you seem like someone that kids would relate to as far as like an honest person, creative. You're not necessarily by the book, but you're not against the book. Like, you're kind of in the middle where you have a balance of life smarts, book smarts. At the same time, you're able to kind of color out the lines and make something beautiful. You know, there's just certain people like that. Do you ever see yourself teaching? Maybe even if it's photography or something else?
I mean, I would hope maybe one day my podcast can get a little bit more bigger than what it is. Yeah. Even if I do stay solo for a few years, just to get, because it was more of a personal project. Mm-hmm. So even if I stay solo, I could see myself maybe doing like, I don't know, like maybe like advertisements, but like the kind where like you can talk, like like the kinds where like they give you open script kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could see myself maybe, but I don't know. I'm a big learner. I love being a student. So as much as I can speak, I'm very good at just, oh, that's so amazing. Teach me more.
Yeah.
But it's just hard for me to come across that. So yes, sometimes I think people will be like, you know a lot. I don't think there's any more you can learn. I'm like, oh, no. You can be 65. You could always learn something else. Mm-hmm. So it's like, as much as I love to talk, I feel like there's so much more I need to learn.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. 1,000%.
But that's a good thing.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Because you're never content with where you are. You're like, all right, this is cool, but what's the next step?
Yeah, like this camera's great, but like
challenge?
I know there's a camera better.
Yeah.
That I can just click and not even have to adjust the settings.
Yep. And
It's always
there'll be
something
another
better.
one better and another one better. You know, it's kind of like the iPhone. They know what the next 10 iPhones are going to be like now. They're just waiting for the right time to roll out that one extra feature. You know, that's what
the
they
side
do,
has a silver line on it,
Right,
so that's
yeah.
different than yours. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
better. Okay.
Yeah. but
Every
you know.
6 months they do that, and that's why Steve Jobs' own daughter said they shouldn't do that. She
Yeah.
admitted it. She said, I don't know why they do that. Like, your own daughter who created the company, I mean, if she says it, I'm on her page. I'm like, yeah, exactly. There's no reason to put a phone out every 6 months. Nobody's going to forget iPhone.
Yeah.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, it's like cars, you know, they don't make them like they did 30, 40 years ago for a reason. You know, they want you to have that car for a certain amount of time and you got to get a new one.
Yep, everybody leases now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So, Brit, what's on your calendar for the next couple months? You got any big events, or you just, whenever someone needs to hire you, what you got
Yeah, I
going
think
on?
it's just the end of the year. I'm kind of doing my hibernation. Every winter I kind of hibernate, get everything in order for January, February, March. Yeah, first quarter I want to come out big. I'm trying to be on tour next year. That's really my goal. I want to be on tour. I want to be on somebody's concert. I want to go crazy. I want to shut down everything that anybody ever has heard and just do exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah, so I see you doing concerts. I see you working with the Double Dutch Divas. I see you working for like the school photography. Oh, you could do like the senior photos and stuff.
So I will, funny.
Oh boy.
I did a gig with that. It was kids though. It was like underage kids. It was cool. Like they were probably like 7, 6, 5, you know, whatever. It was cool, but I think the stage stuff is just not me. I don't know why. I can't feel the sit, don't move. Whew, it was hard. My patience was hard because I was like, have fun, but the person, I was under a company and they were, no, it has to be serious. I'm like, the kids are having fun. Let me shoot these photos.
Right.
Like this is the stuff they want, because they were really excited, but they couldn't be too excited because it was, and they can't sit still.
Or if you were doing like little league soccer and just stuff where you're capturing them being themselves.
Yeah, like I love that because I'm so myself. Like no matter who shoots, no matter who asks me to shoot, I'm always going to be who I am.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's more important to me. That's why I'm always like, there might be someone better in anyone's eyes in this city, but nobody can beat me. So it's like I'm shooting, but when I'm shooting, it's a whole vibe. Everyone's around me. Not because it's like I want to talk to her. They're legit. Oh, I need a picture. So you're going to get some pictures. Even if they might not be people you like or there's going to be at least 50 pictures of somebody, because somebody's going to come up to me and be like, I need a picture. Oh, she's here. I need a picture. So it's like that energy right there is free. You can't buy that. You can't say, hey, so-and-so. They're shouting me out on the mic. I'm not the DJ.
There you go.
So it's like I'm walking in. Oh, Brit's here. Oh, crap.
Yes.
Got a duck.
Brit, I could see you doing photography for the Seahawks, the Storm, the Mariners.
I've shot the Seahawks.
Really?
I'm actually friends with some Seahawks. I shot some photos of Darrell Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, I shot Chris Carson before he left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually one of my first. I used to do Uber, and I picked him up in Uber, and I told him I wanted to shoot, and he was like, bet. Gave me his number. I pulled up. We shot. Like, he's a real good guy. Like, I really shout out to Chris. Yeah. He's not here anymore. He's in Atlanta now. But yeah, he definitely, good dude. Yeah. Definitely really cool.
Hey, Brit, before you go, please let the people at home know how they can get in contact with you, because I know someone's going to want to hire you. I know someone's just going to want to hear you tell them some amazing stories that, I know you can go on and on for. And just if they're like, look, Brit, I got an idea. I don't know if you have the time, or what do you think about this? Or they want a consultation. Let the people at home know how they can get in touch with you.
Talk to me, people. BadBritBrit on Instagram, BadBritBrit. As you all know, Big Brit, you know, if you really know who I am. But I'm open to anything. Contact me, DM me, please. Email. If you want to send me a video, an idea in the email, I'm open. I will open it. Bug me, please. Bug me, because I've had messages sometimes get lost, and I really appreciate what you guys want. So please bug me as much as you can. I will not hold it against you if you're blowing me up. Blow me up. DM me. Yeah, BadBritBrit everywhere.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out. I want to shout out my mom. Thank you for helping me get prepared for this mentally. I want to shout out my Anna Williams for helping me get prepared. Thank you for always having my back. I really appreciate you. And shout out to my sister, Emily, and shout out to my other little sister, Simone. Thank you guys for always holding me down. It's a long road, sometimes being alone, but you guys always make sure I'm up. And I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you, BadBritBrit. Thank you for your contributions to the community, and I wish you success for, you know, all your endeavors. And I'm just glad that you took time to come here, because there's going to be a point when you don't answer my calls or texts.
Oh, here we go.
And you're like in Sweden, you're in London.
I'll FaceTime you. I got to show you.
You're in Wakanda. You're all over. I'm telling you, listen, there's a real place called Wakanda.
No, yeah. There's.
Yes, there is.
Bro.
How do you know? Have you been there?
You don't.
Have you been there?
Have you?
No.
That.
Buy me a ticket. I'll go. Yeah.
Not existing.
I got family down there. Shout out to my cousin Shuri. I'm wilding. It's been a long week.
I am dead.
Yeah, but thank you so much, man. I love your energy and I love your insight, and I just love you being an honest person. And I think that's dope, and that's what we need more of in the community. Men, women, kids, you know, you can't have enough positive energy, because just like negative energy, it spreads. So I pray that you keep just being you, because there's only one BadBritBrit.
He said it.
BadBritBrit.
Facts.
Yes.
You guys saw it, remember?
Come on.
You guys know.
You
guys know.
Show 'em.
If you don't see this, it's the wrong Brit.
Oh,
okay?
Man. There's imposters out there, I'm telling you.
Yep.
So, but thank you so much. And I know we'll be hearing more from you. So
thank you. I'm not going to lose touch.
All right. We'll see. You guys remember this episode. Come on.
You're the big guy. I'm
no,
here to just make you look good.
No, and that means that we got to stop the interview right now. But thank you, Brit. It's a pleasure. And thank you guys at home for watching. Like I always say, it's important to take care of others, but please make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.